Hello, future biologists. Welcome to our deep dive into biomolecules, a fascinating chapter in Class 11 Biology. Today, we are exploring primary and secondary metabolites, the essential and specialized chemicals that make life possible and diverse. We'll start with the basics, then gradually build up to competitive insights, so buckle up for an exciting four-level learning journey. Ready to uncover the basic building blocks of life and their unique helpers? Let's start simple. On this slide, we are introduced to the very essence of life's chemistry, biomolecules. These are the chemical compounds that form all living organisms, crucial for everything from growth to reproduction. Among them, primary metabolites are the superstars. Think of them as the fundamental ingredients and fuel every cell needs to survive. Glucose, for instance, powers our cells, while amino acids are the building blocks for proteins, essential for countless cellular functions. They are universal, found in almost every living thing, highlighting their indispensable role in sustaining life itself. Now, let's explore the more specialized characters, secondary metabolites. Unlike their primary counterparts, these molecules aren't directly involved in the basic processes of growth, development, or reproduction. Instead, they play more nuanced, often unique, roles. Imagine them as the special tools or defense mechanisms that give an organism an edge in its environment. For example, nicotine in plants acts as a natural pesticide, deterring herbivores. Caffeine, a stimulant, also falls into this category. These compounds provide an adaptive advantage, helping organisms survive specific challenges or attract beneficial partners, showcasing the incredible diversity of life's chemistry. Time to test your understanding of primary and secondary metabolites. Take a moment to read these 3 questions. Think about the definitions, essentiality, and examples we just discussed. Which compounds are fundamental for survival, and which offer specialized advantages? Pause the video if you need more time to formulate your answers. Good luck! Now that you've got the basics, let's dive a little deeper into the roles and diversity of these fascinating biomolecules. Primary metabolites form the very foundation of life, being universally present in all living cells. These are the workhorses directly involved in essential metabolic processes. Think of carbohydrates like glucose, which fuels our bodies, or proteins that act as enzymes, driving countless reactions. Lipids form cell membranes, and nucleic acids like DNA carry our genetic blueprints. Vitamins and hormones also fall here, regulating crucial functions. Their roles are so vital that their absence would be lethal, underscoring their indispensable nature for growth, reproduction, and overall cell survival. Moving on to secondary metabolites, these are the specialized compounds that, while not directly essential for basic survival, provide significant ecological and adaptive advantages. Consider alkaloids like morphine or caffeine, which can act as defense mechanisms or have pharmacological effects. Terpenoids give plants their distinctive scents, like menthol, and even form rubber. Flavonoids provide vibrant colors and UV protection. Many antibiotics, like penicillin, are also secondary metabolites, showcasing their role in defense against pathogens. These molecules allow organisms to interact with their environment in complex ways, from deterring predators to attracting pollinators, thereby enhancing their chances of survival and reproduction in specific niches. The beauty of primary and secondary metabolites lies in their interconnectedness and evolutionary significance. It's fascinating how secondary metabolite pathways often branch directly from primary metabolic routes, utilizing primary metabolites as their precursors. For instance, amino acids, which are primary, can be transformed into complex alkaloids, which are secondary. This intricate relationship highlights a clever resource allocation strategy. The evolution of these specialized compounds has provided organisms with a competitive edge, allowing them to adapt to diverse environments and secure their survival, demonstrating nature's ingenious chemistry. Now, Let's challenge your understanding with these medium-level questions. Consider the essentiality, functions, and interconnections we've just explored. Think about specific examples and their roles. Remember to distinguish between the core necessities and the adaptive advantages. Take your time to answer each question thoughtfully. You're doing great. Ready to analyze the intricate dance between essential life processes and specialized survival strategies? Let's go. Primary metabolites represent the core machinery of life, comprising low molecular weight compounds and macromolecules indispensable for fundamental physiological processes. Think of carbohydrates for energy and structure, proteins for catalysis and transport, lipids for membranes and signaling, and nucleic acids for genetic information. These are central to universal metabolic pathways like glycolysis and the Krebs cycle, which are highly conserved across all life forms. Their essentiality means their dysfunction is typically lethal, underscoring their foundational role in sustaining cellular and organismal life, ensuring basic survival and propagation across diverse species. Secondary metabolites, on the other hand, are a diverse group of organic compounds not directly involved in primary growth or reproduction but are crucial for an organism's interaction with its environment. Their biosynthesis often stems from primary metabolic precursors. For example, the Shikimte pathway provides building blocks for many phenolics. We see various categories: alkaloids for defense like morphine, terpenoids for fragrance and defense like menthol and rubber, and phenolics for UV protection and pigments like flavonoids. These molecules drive chemical ecology, acting in chemical warfare against predators, communication with pollinators, and adaptation to specific environmental stresses, showcasing nature's specialized chemical arsenal. The distinction between primary and secondary metabolites, while useful, isn't always absolute. Some secondary metabolites can become conditionally essential under specific environmental stresses. For example, certain phenolic compounds act as antioxidants, becoming critical for survival in harsh conditions. This highlights a dynamic resource allocation where organisms invest primary metabolites to produce secondary ones, offering a survival advantage. The evolutionary development of these complex secondary metabolic pathways is a testament to adaptive radiation, enabling species to colonize diverse niches and interact in complex ways, a field vital for drug discovery and ecological understanding. Now, let's tackle these hard-level questions. These require you to analyze connections, discuss ecological roles, and consider nuanced aspects like conditional essentiality. Think critically about the why and how behind the classification and functions of these biomolecules. Use specific examples to support your explanations. Pause if you need extra time to formulate comprehensive answers. Keep pushing your understanding. All right, biomolecular enthusiasts. Prepare to delve into the competitive depths, exploring biosynthesis, ecological drivers, and cutting-edge biotechnological applications. This is where the real insights begin. The classification of biomolecules into primary and secondary, though practical, is a simplification. A systems biology perspective reveals a metabolic continuum where molecules often have multiple, context-dependent roles. Primary metabolites are ubiquitous, directly engaged in core anabolic and catabolic pathways vital for universal functions like growth and reproduction. Secondary metabolites, conversely, are typically restricted, synthesized via specialized pathways, and confer adaptive advantages in specific ecological niches. This refined understanding acknowledges that while primary metabolites are the core operating system, secondary metabolites are the specialized apps that ensure an organism's competitive edge and survival in a dynamic environment. The biosynthesis of secondary metabolites showcases incredible chemical complexity. Terpenoids, for instance, originate from the MVA and MEP pathways, producing isoprene units that assemble into diverse structures like menthol or rubber. The Shikimte pathway, initially yielding primary aromatic amino acids, then branches to produce vast phenolic compounds. Polyketides, like erythromycin, are formed by polyketide syntheses repeatedly condensing small carbon units, akin to fatty acid synthesis but with far greater structural variety. Non-ribosomal peptide synthetases create complex peptides like cyclosporin without mRNA templates. These pathways often involve highly specialized enzymes, frequently encoded in gene clusters, highlighting nature's sophisticated molecular engineering for diverse adaptive functions. The immense diversity of secondary metabolites is largely driven by profound ecological and evolutionary pressures. A prime example is the coevolutionary arms race between plants and herbivores. Plants evolve novel defensive compounds like toxins or repellents, and in response, herbivores develop detoxification mechanisms or behavioral adaptations. This constant chemical warfare fuels the ongoing evolution of new metabolites. These compounds also act as allelochemicals, mediating interactions between organisms. Allomones, like plant toxins, benefit the producer. Pheromones, such as to attracting mosquitoes, benefit the receiver. Synomones, like floral scents, benefit both, fostering symbiotic relationships. This intricate chemical communication shapes ecosystems and biodiversity. Secondary metabolites hold immense biotechnological and industrial significance. They are a treasure trove for drug discovery, yielding powerful pharmaceuticals like the anti-cancer drug Taxol, the anti-malarial artemisinin, and the painkiller morphine. Beyond medicine, they serve as natural pesticides in agriculture and provide flavors, fragrances, and even bioplastics like rubber in industry. The field of synthetic biology is now engineering microbial hosts, such as *E. coli* or yeast, to produce these complex plant-derived secondary metabolites sustainably. However, this is challenging due to pathway complexity and potential product toxicity. The omics revolution, particularly metabolomics, helps us map entire metabolic networks, revealing novel compounds and their dynamic roles, pushing the boundaries of our understanding and application of these vital molecules. Here are the first 5 challenging questions for our hardest level. These questions require you to synthesize information, apply advanced concepts, and provide detailed explanations. Think about the specific pathways, the evolutionary implications, and the biotechnological relevance. Remember to articulate your answers clearly and precisely. Pause the video if you need more time to think deeply and formulate your responses. You've got this. And now, the final 5 questions to truly test your mastery. These delve into systems biology perspectives, precursor relationships, synthetic biology hurdles, and the impact of cutting-edge research. Analyze the interconnectedness of concepts and present comprehensive, well-reasoned answers. This is your chance to demonstrate a deep understanding of primary and secondary metabolites. Keep up the excellent work, and good luck with these final challenges. And that brings us to the end of our in-depth exploration of primary and secondary metabolites. We've journeyed from basic definitions to complex biosynthetic pathways and their profound ecological and biotechnological impacts. I hope this lesson has enriched your understanding and sparked your curiosity even further. For more such comprehensive and engaging educational content, make sure to visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for continuous learning. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep growing. See you in the next lesson.